Hey, Hornet fans, how's it going? Joe Brennan here with head coach Hillary Scott of Lynchburg men's basketball for episode 3 of The Break, Lynchburg Coaches Show. Should I be a little nervous about your pool abilities here, or what are we in for?
Nah, I think you're good. I think you're going to be fine. I think you're going to be fine.
Well, we'll see what he's got on the felt and talk about what he's got on the court coming up. High pressure after having Kyle on here last time.
Is he nice?
He's nice with it. Kevin Nestor, also a guy to look out for.
Pool sharp?
A little bit. All right, but Hill, you've been around the game for some time. You've been playing basketball since, or at least involved with the game since the mid-'80s. During that span, how have you really seen the game itself develop?
Yeah, I mean, the easy answer is the three-point line, right? Like I think the three-point line came into effect my freshman year in high school.
Wow.
So, dating myself how old I am. So, you know, it changed the game a little bit, obviously, when we're in high school, but, you know, you get some of your high school coaches who have kind of set in their ways and, you know, didn't really, you know, go at the three-point line like we're going at it now, right? And, you know, as I look back and think about my career, the mid-range game was kind of where it was.
Yeah.
And I made my living doing that. And it's funny now because it's kind of frowned upon. That's terrible. So kind of frowned upon. It's, you know, it's either 3 or a layup is what, okay, that's nice. So, you know, to see kind of that has that evolved really over the last, I don't know, probably the last, I mean, maybe 10 years, 12 years. You know, even when I got involved, so I'm solids, right?
You're solids.
Okay. So, you know, when I first got into coaching, three-point line was part of it, but, I mean, now that's knew I was going to do that. You know, so I think the easy answer is the three-point line. You know, I feel like guys have gotten stronger, more athletic. You know, we're spending more time in the weight room. The weight room was kind of frowned upon in season when I was growing up. You know, it was taboo to lift. It was thought to mess your shot up, and guys would lift out of season, but in season we really never touched the weight room. So, you know, those things have made guys stronger, more athletic, quicker, and certainly it's shown that it's helped your game throughout the season.
And you talk about the kind of the depth of the mid-range and the increase in analytics. Obviously, the analytic people love the layups and the three-point line. Yeah. How much do you guys put an emphasis on analytics in the Lynchburg program?
Well, definitely over the last couple of years, adding Coach Van over to the mix, it's been his specialty, and he's done a really good job of kind of putting that in the forefront of my mind. Something I've, you know, known about, but really hadn't incorporated it into our program as much until the last couple of years. And I think it's been really good for us to just put numbers to what we're already trying to teach and emphasize. But I'm always a believer of, I want to put these guys in the best possible position for them to be successful.
Yeah.
So if their best shot is a mid-range game, I'm not going to take that away from them. I think about Theron Suggs several years ago. Theron Suggs was probably one of our best mid-range guys, and it would be silly for me to tell him not to shoot a pull-up jumper from the free throw line. You know, so we really look at what our guys are really good at. Pearson Young's good at a mid-range game. Mike is really good at shooting that mid-range game. So I don't want to take that from them. I want to be successful. But at the same time, I want to make sure we're shooting the shots that are good for our guys in particular. But Coach Vanover has been great for us to really put some numbers into what we've been already emphasizing. It's been good to kind of report that to our guys. Coach Vanover puts together a report after every game that kind of breaks down efficiency numbers, points per possession, paint touches, all of those things. And it's been good to, you know, kind of relay that to our guys at the end of each game.
And you were a stud back in your heyday. You mentioned the mid-range shot was your area of expertise. How would you describe your play style or your archetype when you were at EC Glass or Roanoke or playing out in Europe?
So I was a late bloomer, Joe. So I grew 3 inches the summer before my senior year in high school. So I was the tiniest guy my entire, basically, basketball career. So I grew up playing the point guard spot. And then when I hit that growth spurt is when I transitioned to playing the 2 guard my senior year in high school. And then I grew another 1.5 inches in college. So I became a small forward in college. But I always kind of had a point guard mindset because that's what I grew up playing. So that upbringing helped my game for sure. So I tried to pride myself when I was in college, and really beyond that was trying to do a little bit of everything. Obviously scoring is funny. I only averaged 14 or 15 points a game in high school. I mean, when I had a Division I guy on my team who averaged 25 a game. Woo. And so and then my freshman year in college, your typical freshman, got in spot time and really made a huge leap going into my sophomore year, and just wanted to pride myself into putting numbers in each category. So scoring some and rebounding, assists, steals, sneak a couple blocks in here and there, and tried to limit my turnovers as much as I could. But yeah, I laugh and joke with my guys all the time. Like, I was not a three-point shooter in college. I look at some of my old films, and man, it didn't look great at all. But I knew my game. So I knew, hey, 15, 16 feet in, I'm really good. Anything beyond that is kind of sketchy. And I kind of, made sure those were the shots I took in games. And man, I was blessed enough to be around some really good players in high school, college. And I felt like that helped me when I went overseas as well. Because when you get overseas, they're asking you to do everything. They want you to do everything but pass it to yourself, to be honest. My very first game when I was overseas, I scored 40.
Whoa.
I didn't know I did it. That's the most points I've ever scored in my life. And the American on the other team scored 35, and he got sent home after the game. So I was like, what does this mean? Like, but I prided myself on, averaging 8 or 9 rebounds a game, 4 or 5 assists a game, couple steals. And I think that's what kept me in the mix for the 3 years that I played over there.
And that's interesting because you guys have a tandem of guards that really pride themselves on rebounds. Jake and Pearson were 2 of the best rebounding guards in the conference a year ago. How much do you guys emphasize that aspect of the game from your backcourt?
Well, and I talk about that in recruiting processes. I want guys who can do it all. Mm-hmm. I think the days of just specialty players are kind of long gone. You need two-way guys. You need guys who can score and play defense, and has become a positionless game now. Mm-hmm. So being able to, have guys that can play multiple positions and do a lot of things is we start in a recruiting process with who we're evaluating, and obviously as we're watching high school players, the guys who are doing a little bit of everything, we really like watching. And you named 2 of our guys, Pearson. Jake loves to rebound the ball. You look at somebody like Jamarcus who's scoring the ball, rebounding, blocks. Yeah. I think he's an underrated. I don't think we've really touched on how well he passes the ball. And I hope folks can see that as we get into this season and beyond. That was the things that kind of drew me to him, was his passing ability. Man, that's awful. So I really pride ourselves in trying to put some numbers in different categories for sure.
And going back to earlier, you mentioned how you played point guard. That was your first position playing. The age-old saying is point guards make the best coaches. Did you know from a young age or during your college career that you wanted to be a coach? Was there a guy that really inspired you to take that leap?
Yeah, so I think I got the taste of that probably when I got to college and started working basketball camps.
Okay.
I would say probably my first, coach that got me excited about it is a Lynchburg alum, Chip Berry. He was my JV coach at EC Glass, and I just thought he was an awesome coach. I had him for political science as well, so I thought he was an unbelievable teacher. And I had some of my best fun playing that year. And my wheels started to turn then. And then when I got to college, I started working basketball camps. And, it was one of those things where I felt like, man, I got a chance to be around basketball my whole life and make some money. Man, you can't beat that. And so started working basketball camps, and then kind of early on in college, with probably my biggest mentor in coaching is Coach Moyer, Paige Moyer, who I play for at Roanoke. Really got the wheels turning for me with giving me the opportunities to work camp, and then traveled around and worked camps. So really kind of got the taste of that, and again, just being able to. I mean, this is not a job, right? I mean, being around basketball every day, and just thinking about the impact that my coaches had as I was growing up, also drew me to it as well. Obviously, being able to be around basketball, but certainly being able to make an impact, on the guys that you're around on a daily basis is a big part of why we do this as well.
And obviously a big piece of coaching, not just in basketball, but across the board, is seeing something you like and then kind of pulling from it, maybe tweaking it a little bit.
Yeah.
Whether it's inbound plays or offensive sets or that 1-3-1 that you love to run on the defensive end, who are coaches that you're pulling stuff from that you really like?
I mean, when we get to that, I think probably my biggest impact guys were Paige Moyer, just how he coached us, how he develop his culture at Roanoke. Alumni connections. I think I build a lot of how we do things here, with what he did for us when I was in school. And then obviously I worked for Ed DeChellis for 10 years at East Tennessee State and Penn State. So a lot of X's and O's and ways that we run our program has his footprint on it. And then obviously, man, this is a business where you steal from everybody in every aspect, from X's and O's to, practice structure to team bonding. And we steal from everybody, not just basketball guys. I steal from our own coaches here. So I think that's what this business is, right? You see some things and you take it back to you and try to figure out how, are you kidding me? That's a layup. So I love going to watch practices. So I think those are the best teaching moments. You find some of your best teaching tools. And, so a long-winded answer to your question is, those have been, great shot.
There we go.
Those have been the foundations of kind of how I do things. And when I say I steal from everybody, from high school coaches to my years of recruiting junior college to prep schools to middle schools to, you name it, going to watch a travel team practice. You take little things from everybody and kind of incorporate them and, figure out ways that, fit into your personality and how you want to do things. And, so I think that's what this business is about. I think it's a cool thing about it is we definitely collaborate with all of us. We're on the road in the summers. We're in the gyms for 12, 13 hours and we're sitting with fellow coaches and, how do you, break a press? What do you think about this zone? How you do this and how you do that? And I think we all try to figure out ways we can make our programs and teams better.
And you mentioned team bonding. When you come into a season like this one, where you have so many guys that are impact first years, whether it's coming through the portal or whether it's a first year, even a guy like Jason Easton that's coming back after missing a lot of time.
Yep.
What has that been like in terms of team chemistry and also trying to find a rotation that really works for you guys?
Well, I think it starts with our old guys. Them being able to build on our culture, being able to really, let our younger guys and new guys know how things work around here helps the process. And then, I think one of the things we do that helps is we bring our new guys in the summertime. And we try to bring as many guys back to help work our camps. So that's kind of where everything starts in terms of the bonding and getting a chance to hang out and know each other. So then when they get here in the fall, They kind of know what campus is like. They already know their teammates. They're already on group chats. So that gets the ball rolling a little bit earlier maybe than most folks. But again, I think it starts with our old guys. Our returning guys, with open arms, all our new guys, not threatened by, someone coming in playing the same position, so on and so forth, because all our guys want to win. And so there's somebody that can come in, they're good players, and they can help us be successful. I think that's what we're all about. And I think that helps with the comfort level with some of our younger guys and how they're playing early. Being a little bit more comfortable with their teammates. Teammates are encouraging, they know them, they're hanging out with them, so they're not scared to make some mistakes and be aggressive. So I think that's helped some of our younger guys, be more successful early on.
All right, let's see what you got here. This is a big one.
Bro. No, it's not. This is how you pull one of these off. Is when you're not playing well.
When we talk about those young guys, right now DJ is really leading that group in terms of minutes per game. What's really impressed you about his performance to start the season, and how does it impact him having his brother right there with him as well?
Well, I think that's a big part of kind of the comfort level is what we just talked about, is having the older brother in the mix. He knows me, he knows the program, he knows campus, so having somebody that he can lean on right off the bat is great. Obviously, both Ross brothers are coming from a coaching family. They play for their dad, who was a very, very successful high school coach down in Durham, North Carolina. So they're coming in with a base of understanding how to play the game. And coming in as a point guard is hard. I mean, Jake has been a 3-year starter for us, and it's a tough position. It's like coming in and being a quarterback right off the bat. And so the things that he's been doing really well for us is leadership, talking, communicating, which is hard as a freshman to come in and actually know where everybody's supposed to go. He's obviously super quick, so being able to push the pace. But most importantly, as a point guard, he's taking care of the ball. Yeah. And has one of the best assist-to-turnover ratios in the league. Him and Jake both. So having our point guards and throw Jaden Palmore in the mix when his minutes, he's been doing really well with taking care of the ball. So that's been a big part of how he's been successful. And shoot, the last couple games, he's actually made some shots. God, this is awful.
He had a big one against Randolph, 5 for 6 from
the
floor.
He did. Made a couple against Bridgewater the other day as well. So hopefully that's something to build a little bit more confidence with. But all of our point guards are pass-first guys first. They want to get everybody else involved, and they're doing a really good job of kind of taking what the defense gives us. And I want them to be more aggressive and take those opportunities when they have it, because I think that helps us in the long run. Opens it up for guys like Jamarcus and Jason and Pearson and some of our guys who making shots on the perimeter. So being able to take advantage of those opportunities when we have it is big.
Right now, it feels like you guys are really starting to find your stride. 5 wins in your last 6 games. An only outlier is 74-77, won to Chattanam. 3 straight for y'all. I mean, are you starting to feel something click and find another gear?
Well, the word we've been using is consistency. We just got to be consistent, and mainly on the defensive end. Now, we haven't shot the ball well.
Neither have we.
No, you're right. Maybe it's me then. The last couple games, we started to make some shots, but really I'm not concerned about that end. I think it'll take care of itself. But being consistent in defending and rebounding is what we're looking for. I feel like if we do those things, the offensive end will take care of itself, because I think we've got enough guys that can score, and I'm hoping our opportunities of getting stops and steals and so on and so forth, we'll be able to score some in transition. I think we saw that the last couple games for sure. So I hope that's something that will get us in the mix. We've been banged up a little bit. At the start of the season, Mike Gray's been hurt, Van Nellison's been hurt, Dre Ross started the season with a hamstring injury. So starting to get some of those guys back healthy, I think will help us. The Warriors use strength in numbers. I think that's got to be a positive for us. We've got a lot of guys I think can help us at any point. And so having our guys buy into that, I'm about ready to retire at this thing. So I think that's something that certainly should help us in the long run. So I'm hoping this is a trend. It's crazy because we just played 3 in a row. Now we're in finals. As a coach, this is how we think. It's like, dang, now we got finals. Like, this is the time we wish we could keep playing. You know what I mean? Because we're in a good rhythm. But it also gives us an opportunity to maybe try to get a little healthier. And I'm hoping this is the start of something as we move forward. I'm gonna make this, man. I'm gonna stop messing with you. I've been playing around. I try to talk myself into it.
Now, we got 2 non-conference remaining, and
Yep.
obviously you're an ODAC guy, going to Roanoke, you've been around the conference for a long time. What can you tell us about the strength of the ODAC throughout your tenure, and especially right now, and how that impacts your non-conference scheduling?
Well, I think sums it up. We have, I think last time I looked, 4 teams in the top 20.
Yeah.
We've had 4 teams make the tournament 2 straight years. Look at that. We've had 4 teams make the tournament, NCAA tournament, the last 2 years. That's happened 4 times in my 18 years here. That never happened that I can remember when I was playing. We were guaranteed to get 2 in, but that was probably the most. So I think that tells you where our league is right now. A lot of really, really good players and a lot of really good coaches. So every night it's a battle. We've got great players. We got players in this league that could play higher, but want to play in the best, we call this the best Division III league in the country. We honestly believe that. And so, guys who maybe have the opportunity to play a little higher want to come to this level and make an impact. So night in, night out is a grind. So for us to be 2-0 in the league right now to start is phenomenal. And we're super excited about it. We won't take it for granted. And we cherish every time we get a chance to win one in the league. Dang, bro. I got a lot of solids on the board right now, bro.
And not only do you have 4 teams in the top 15 right now, but you played 3 of those teams twice this year.
Yep. I mean, this is what we signed up for, man. If we want to be good and get to the level and the spot we want to get to, you got to play good teams. And to go back to one of your previous questions about how we look at our non-conference, I mean, it's important that we play quality teams outside the league to get us ready. To have an exhibition with Queens this year, to go to Chatham and play on the road, open the year with Catholic, which I think they're 6-1, 7-1. It's good for us to have some good games and have us battle tested by the time we get into the league. So very important that we structure our schedule in a way that's going to help us get ready. And our guys like that. They want to play quality opponents. Get in there for me, Isaiah.
There you go.
I didn't call that.
That'll break the ice.
So, it's important, man. I mean, again, if you want to play against good competition at this level, this is a league to do it. And also the great thing about it is obviously everybody's goal is, you gonna let me keep going after that?
Yeah, please.
That was a lucky shot.
I'm not worried about it.
So the good thing about this, every goal for everybody at the beginning of the year is to cut down nets in Salem. Golly. But you can win the national championship without winning the league.
Yeah.
You just got to get in the tournament. And I think that's a positive as well. Not everybody can say that in the country. You're lucky to get you're obviously getting your automatic bid. Oh yeah, you're nice, man. I'm glad I ain't putting any money down. Which we can't do that anyway, right? Having that opportunity to know that, hey, man, you can be successful and win, 19, 20 games in the league. You got a chance to make the tournament and anything can happen.
I'm knocking on the door for you here.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Oh, can I still get mine? No, sir.
That's where the hustle comes in. Get out the way. This is where the hustle comes in.
You've been taking it easy on me.
Yeah, you know. No, I'm just kidding.
Had to get loose.
Just straight luck. I don't know what to do here, bro. This is tough. I'm about to line this up for you. I don't like that 8 hanging out over there.
Neither do I. See, but now I got no way of entry. See if I can make something.
It's been years since I played pool, man. This is crazy.
Oh. Now, we talked a little bit about Jamarcus earlier. He's a tough guy to ignore right now, just with everything that he's been doing to start the season.
Yeah.
What's really impressed you about his leap from his freshman season with sophomore campaign?
You know what I think? It's been his leadership. I mean, he's been more vocal this year. He's always been a guy that I feel like the two things that drew me to him, like most people say, man, he's super athletic. Before I saw all of that was his motor and his passing ability. And I think he's always brought that to the table now, but I think now he's feeling more comfortable of being, leadership, right? Like being able to lead by example, but also be vocal at times as well. He's got some great ability. I think he's playing with a lot of confidence right now. And it's been fun to watch. He's gotten stronger. I hate to say it, but I think he's gotten a little bit more athletic with lifting a year. So I think sky's the limit, man. I've talked to him. I think he's got a chance to maybe be one of the best athletes to ever come out of here, period.
Wow.
With basketball and having an opportunity to be super successful on the court. And we haven't even talked about, what he was able to do in track last year. He ceased to amaze me every day, but sometimes we kind of get immune to some of the things he does in practice. But I'm glad he's on our team. We don't have to play against him.
I don't know how we got tied just like that.
Well, you helped and hit a couple balls in for me, I think.
All right, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask, just because you're the basketball guy. Are you an MJ guy or a Bron guy?
Come on, man. What do you think?
I think you're an old head and you're going to say Jordan.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Especially with your love of that mid-range shot.
Absolutely. People, this debate comes up, and it's not a disrespect to LeBron, because LeBron is a one of one. This guy's 60 years old, still playing and averaging 25 a game. That's crazy. But saying that, I just think, man, Jordan was a killer, man. That guy, you hear the stories of just people just scared to death of him. And there's something to be said for that, right? Like a guy who would invent beefs to get himself going. Like, who does that, right? Like, you hear all the stories of him coming up to players and say, hey, what'd you say? And, it's like, man, I didn't say anything. And then all of a sudden, he scores 30 in a quarter. I don't know. I grew up watching, obviously, we've seen them both play. It's going to be hard for me to get Jordan off the pedestal. I think it's one.
You talk about his competitive nature.
Yeah.
Who's the guy on Lynchburg squad that's got that willingness to maybe start a little beef to ignite that flame underneath of him in a game?
No, hands down, Pearson Young. Pearson Young he hates to lose. And he will try to do anything to win. Sometimes try to change the rules, sometimes try to add points, subtract points. He'll argue with officials, he'll argue with coaches in practice. Like, he wants to win in the worst way. And that was from the start. We did a boot camp his freshman year, and he actually won the boot camp as a freshman. And he wanted to win every single drill. And after his rep, he would ask where everybody else is. That's the competitiveness that he has. And I think we got a lot of competitive guys, but Pearson sometimes takes it to the next level where we gotta put P in check every once in a while. And
it's not too surprising to me, considering first board man champ of the year went to Pearson.
Yeah.
and the caption was Pearson Young with the upset for the Boardman champ. He was in the comments like, upset? What are you talking about?
Yep. That doesn't surprise me. He lost it again this week to Jamarcus. It's like 4 weeks in a row.
Yeah, wow.
But he was only 4 behind Jamarcus this week. So I bet you he'll be running around. Oh, you serious? Okay, all right.
How does that Boardman champ work? Are you guys tallying boards throughout the week?
Boards through the week, and it's practice and games. That's tough. Wow. Do you mean to do that?
I'll go with yes.
Okay, good answer.
I'm going to go back right.
Okay.
So who's tracking boards throughout the week during practice?
So we film every practice.
Okay.
Yeah, so we film every practice. Coach Vanover goes back after every practice and charts up everything. Rebounds, everything. We chart everything. So that's what he does. So we film every practice.
So when you say Brandon's into the analytics, Brandon is into the analytics. I mean,
yes.
he's looking at everything like that.
Yes, he is really, really a smart individual and someone who has been great for us, adding to the mix. Come on, man. You let somebody hang around.
I'm trying to go back left.
So yeah, he does a good job with all that.
Oh, and just like that, you take it.
I don't like it. I don't like ending like that.
All right, perfect. Thank you, Hillary. Appreciate you joining us.
You got it, brother. Thank you.
That's it for episode 3 of The Break, the Lynchburg Coaches Show with Hillary Scott. Till next time, thank you so much. Stay cool.